So, there's going to be a remake of Dead Space. It's cool. I like Dead Space. Plus, they will use the Frostbite engine, which was used in Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Battlefield 1. It's a beautiful engine. The graphics are gonna be amazing, I'm sure of that. I saw some of the developer talking about the game, and they're trying to add more stuff than just remaking it and making it more beautiful. They will add the flight system from Dead Space 2 when there was no more gravity. That's cool. The one in Dead Space 1 sucked ass. You had to aim on stuff, and Isaac would jump to reach the marked destination, and while you were jumping you couldn't really move. In Dead Space 2 they added mobility in the air, so you could move freely in the air now, and you could aim and shoot, and it's much better. So it's cool that they added Dead Space 2 zero gravity flight mode. They will also do something more visual. When you shoot some necromorph, you see their skin falling off, as you heard it. It'll help you indicate when you're closer to the bone, that you'll know that your next shot will cut through the bone and dismember the necromorph. And plus, they added more dialogue to the game compared to Dead Space 1, so that he can feel more alive. He won't be silent like in the original game. He will only speak when spoken to, and when something is happening like in Resident Evil 2 Remake. That's great and all, but here's my problem. I like Dead Space. It's a good game. With brand new graphic and the little detail they will add, it gave me an excuse to replay it again. Buying this game would mean to EA that we want more game like this, but more importantly it would also mean that we want more Dead Space. Now here's the problem. The original Dead Space gameplay still hold up. The graphics aren't bad, and it's still pretty creepy sometimes. So what's the problem? Well, that's the thing. There's none. The original Dead Space is still good. It doesn't even need a remake. If they had commenced the project a couple years later, maybe with new console, it would have felt dated, but it doesn't right now. If you compare them, sure, the remake looked better with all the lighting, the fog, and yeah, but the old one isn't bad. It's fine. It won't stop anyone playing it. Here's another problem. The original Dead Space creator and the people he was with when he made Dead Space are making a brand new survival horror game called the Callisto Protocol. It is situated in space with undead motherfucker and a character that have lifeboat on their neck. You want to know why it sounds basically like Dead Space? Because it's a spiritual successor to Dead Space, since the creator doesn't have the right for Dead Space. EA has. So financing EA is also financing the idea that it's alright to use the game of someone else to make profit. Think about it. When Kojima left Konami, people weren't even interested in Metal Gear Survive. Sure, the main factor was because Metal Gear Survive is a zombie game and it had nothing to do with the Metal Gear franchise, but also because it wasn't Metal Gear without the main guy that created the idea. Now yes, I agree, it's not the same scenario as Metal Gear Survive, because EA are right now trying to honor Dead Space by staying true to what this franchise was about, being creepy and all that. And I have to agree. So here I am, stuck with this dilemma. Now we could agree and say, fuck it. Let's buy both game and finance each of them to let them know that's what we want from both of them. But both game could fuck it up. On one side, there's EA trying to redeem itself with Dead Space. But let's be real, it's EA. They could try to make money in some stupid way and fuck the game up. On the other side, there's the original creator and his team. But they could still fuck it up the same way as the creator of Mega Man did with Mighty Number 9. So they are both worrisome. Now, speaking of the thumbnail, the reason why I say it's my fault that Dead Space remake is happening is that one day, 3 or 4 years back, not sure about that, someone from EA came to my school. I forgot the reason why he came, but I heard he was a big guy at EA. I'm pretty sure he wasn't like the CEO of the company, but he was like a boss, if I remember right, of something. Memory is really vague of the event. I remember I was so hyped at the time because I wanted to talk about video game, especially one that worked in video game company. I really wanted so bad to talk to him. And if I remember correctly, he was at my school to sponsor EA, I think, or something, you know, to explain how the company is, how it is on the inside, and how the employee get fair traded or something, whatever, blah blah blah. I wasn't there, I didn't hear what he was there for because he came to some class, but not mine. Luckily, I knew he would go to my sister's class because my teacher was also the teacher of my sister at the time. So when she mentioned that someone like that was coming tomorrow to my sister's class, I decided that after my class tomorrow, the moment the bell rang, I would have run toward my sister's class to talk to this guy. And I did that. I found him and I talked to him. Now, what I'm about to say didn't have meaning back then, but now, it's just a huge coincidence. While we were talking, we ended up speaking about Battlefront 2 because the beta was there and I played it. And I just warned him casually that if they put too much loot box in Battlefront 2, gamer will actually hate it and that he should do it more like Injustice 2. Just don't make it too intrusive into the gameplay. He told me some bullshit that it was fine, that they know what they were doing, and I said like, alright, if you say so. Ironic how it turned out. Then I told him, and I didn't know at the time that the creator of Dead Space left the company. I wasn't informed. But I told him, you know what would be cool? That you bring back Dead Space. The franchise was so cool, especially the second one. He answered something, I don't remember his answer, but he said something like, blah blah blah. Anyway, now online is where we are making the money. So playing game is from the past, doesn't make as much money, blah blah blah. I was respectful and let it end like that, without disagreeing. Before leaving, he gave me a merchandise that nobody wanted because, yeah, he gave away item after his conference or some shit. He then gave me this shitty NFL like hockey puck that I didn't want it, but whatever. I was just so happy that he gave me something to remember this event, and also prove that I actually talked to someone from EA.
That's it. That's the proof there is. What? You okay with that? I'm the one that caused Dead Space remake. You ungrateful son of...
Now, it's not exactly as my thumbnails say. I talked to somebody in it that may have never had any contact with the group that started the idea of Dead Space remake. I mean, like, no way I was the cause, but seeing being announced reminded me of this conversation. It also reminded me of the Battlefront 2 when I spoke to him about the problem with the loot box. And just a big coincidence. You know, I just found it hilarious. But anyway, back at what we were talking about. Should you buy Dead Space remake? My opinion on the matter is that if you can get both game Callisto Protocol and Dead Space remake, it would be better to just buy Callisto Protocol because it's a brand new horror game from the creator of Dead Space, and I think it's better to finance the original creator and to strive for new stuff. But if you can get both, go ahead. I think there's more pros to buy Dead Space than cons, so it should be fine. Plus it tells EA we want more game like this and they need to hear that. But never forget that it's maybe Dead Space with better graphic and looking mighty gorgeous. But if EA just thought of money while making this game, it doesn't have a soul. They bought it with money. Let's hope it's a passion project. I really hope both of the games work out, and in the end we're like, oh, Dead Space franchise is back, plus the new Callisto Protocol. Oh, that's just my hopeful opinion. Anyway, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to not forget our channel, and until we see each other again, have a good day.